Hello from Jubilee Park in Yorkton. Ryan Schweitzer bringing you eventually the balls and strikes between the Swift Current 57's and the Yorkton Cardinals East Division matchup in the WCBL. 57's 2-3 in their first 5 games. Yorkton looking for that elusive first W for the 2019 campaign. 0-5 to start the year, and will hopefully be getting underway shortly. Some maintenance issues on the mound. The infield hose, as with most ballparks, it plugs in just behind the pitcher's mound, but there was a rupture there, and now personnel from both teams, as you can see, are working diligently to try and get the mound in game shape here. So we're still awaiting that. We'll still do O Canada, so we're a little bit of a ways away from getting rolling here, but we'll get set eventually between the Swift Current 57's and the Yorkton Cardinals. 23 degrees right now, a picturesque night for a ball game out here in eastern Saskatchewan. A gentle breeze keeping those giant mosquitoes at bay, going from left to right here and just caressing the flags out at center field. For our American friends, 23 degrees Celsius, that's 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Might get a little bit chillier later on, but certainly the weather, hardly a cloud in the sky, and ready to go here at Jubilee Park. 57's starting lineup. Colby Seltzer's going to lead off. Jack Large will hit second. Tanner Holan hitting third. Ryan McDeach is playing first base and hitting fourth in the batting order. Saskatoon's Jared Binsfield hitting fifth. Toby Allred batting sixth. Torin Brozovic seventh. Vinny Margiotta eighth in the 57's batting order. Right fielder James Moses will hit ninth. On the bump for the 57's against the Yorkton Cardinals, Isaiah Campa. 4 innings of work thus far, 1 appearance. He was the 57's opening day starter against the Weyburn Beavers just under 1 week ago. Isaiah's second appearance on the mound here tonight against the Cardinals. For the Yorkton squad, Trenton Lee is going to get the start on the mound. Interestingly enough, Lee is going to get the start on the mound and also hit leadoff. It's not uncommon for pitchers to hit in the WCBL, but I can't recall the last time, if ever, we've had a pitcher hitting leadoff tonight. So, unique situation there. Lee is going to be pitching to catcher Matthew Corman out of Calgary. Zach Taylor from Humble, Texas, playing first base. At second, Lawson Burnett from London, Ontario. Shortstop is Logan McDougall out of Summerside, Prince Edward Island. Yorkton veteran Gage Buck is playing third base. In left field, Jason Wallace from Fontana, California. Phil Whalen, who homered in a 16-8 loss to the Moose Jaw Miller Express, is playing center field. And patrolling right field is Noah Barron out of Hoover, Alabama. So it looks like we're still doing a little bit of maintenance on the pitcher's mound here. And we'll hopefully get the top of the first underway before too long here. The hometown team in the WCBL, generally in charge of looking after the field. And some aged infrastructure issues here at Jubilee Park in Yorkton. 57's lending a hand there. Logan Garza, Graham Cherry helping out. For safety issues and pitchers being able to get their footing, you don't want that mound to be too wet, so you got to really make sure and look after things here. Plenty of other action in the Western Canada Baseball League tonight. Just getting underway at Remax Field in Edmonton. Medicine Hat Mavericks visiting the Prospects, scoreless there. Brooks in Okotoks and the Melville Millionaires in Moose Jaw tonight to take on the Miller Express. 57's bus passed Melville's bus today. Melville westbound heading to Moose Jaw. 57's eastbound heading to Yorkton. About a 4.5-hour bus ride today for the Swift Current 57. So plenty of time on their backsides in that drive. Yorkton, the longest road trip that the Swift Current 57's have with an Eastern Division opponent. Longest drive the 57's have in total is the Alberta Diversion's Fort McMurray Giants, but they won't go there this year. They won't be making that 12-hour trek north. Looks like we've got some fresh dirt on the mound. Water pressure turned off. And we should be ready to fire up the game shortly. WNBL standings, Regina Red Sox out to a great start along with the Moose Jaw Miller Express. 4-1 in the WNBL Eastern Division. Weyburn Beavers, after dropping their first two, have won 3 in a row. They sit 3-2. 57's and Melville Millionaires 2-3, and as we touched on earlier, the Yorkton Cardinals 0-5 to start the year. Out west, Okotoks Dogs 5-0 to start the year on a 5-game streak. Edmonton Prospects 4-2. The Lethbridge Bulls 3-3 after going 0-3 to start the year. And 1-3, pardon me, for Lethbridge. Medicine Hat Mavericks 2-2 on the year. They're on a 2-game skid. Fort McMurray Giants 1-4. They've lost their last 2. And the Brooks Bombers 1-5 after losing 4 in a row. So the Okotoks Dogs right now, hottest team in the league with the biggest win streak. They've won their last 5. Weyburn Beavers have won their last 3. 2 biggest streaks around the league here. Looks like we're ready to go here. They're announcing the hometown starting lineup for the Cardinals. Wider shot.
Batting fourth and playing left field, number 28, Jason Wallace. Third base, Gage Buck, batting sixth and playing third base, number 13, Gage Buck. Batting eighth, shortstop, McDougal. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, number 15, Logan McDougal. Batting second, playing second, number 29. Batting second and playing second base, number 29, Lawson Barrett. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 24, Zach Taylor. Batting ninth and catching, number 30, Matt Corman. And batting first and pitching, number 27, Trenton Lee. At this time, will you please rise, remove your headwear for the playing of the American and Canadian national anthems.
That Canada flag in center field getting a little bit of a workout. Wind blowing across the diamond tonight, keeping the mosquitoes at bay, as we touched on earlier. 19 kilometers an hour is the velo of the wind this evening. All right, Trenton Lee on the bump for the Weyburn Beavers. He will give way to a ceremonial first pitch here in just moments. And then play catch with Matthew Corman, the catcher from Calgary, against Colby Seltzer, Jack Large, and Tanner Holen here in the top of the first inning. Glad you could join us wherever you may be and whomever you may be cheering for. It's a beautiful night for a baseball game after 4.5 hours on the highway for the Swift Current 57's. All right, first pitch is out of the way. You can see Jack Large, who's hitting second. He leads the Swift Current 57's with 7 RBI thus far to go with 2 home runs. Power numbers for the native of Modesto, California. And we'll see an at-bat from Large here in the top of the first inning. Trenton Lee, first WMBL start, right-handed pitcher. Warming up right now, playing catch with Matthew Corman, Zach Taylor at first. Lawson Burnett at second, Logan McDougall at short. Gage Buck, his second summer in Yorkton. He's playing third base. Jason Wallace left. Phil Whalen center. Noah Barron, the right fielder. Colby Seltzer leading off for the Swift Current 57's. Seltzer from Fort Worth, Texas, getting set to dig in. .250 batting average, 4 hits and 16 at-bats. He's played all 5 games for the 57's, 5 RBI. Seltzer right now, as a good leadoff hitter is wont to do, leads the team in walks. He's got 5. He's also been hit by a pitch twice this year. Struck out 4 times. He is one of 2 players on the 57's, along with Vinny Margiotta, to lead the team in stolen bases with 2 apiece. So Seltzer ready to go in just a moment here. So Colby Seltzer ready to go. Quick windup from starting pitcher Trenton Lee. 85 on the gun. Missing just low. Ball 1 the count. Seltzer takes for a 1-1 here in the top of the first. Lee, once he starts that windup, that ball's coming right at you. 86 on the gun for strike 2. Lee, the native of Mississippi, works with catcher Corman. Breaking ball, ground ball, and that's going to be a fair ball. Seltzer rounding first. He's scampering to second base, and he slides in safe. Nice way to start things for the leadoff hitter as he sees something that he can hit right down the third base line into the corner. 330 down the lanes. And now Jack Large, who's going to be DHing tonight, makes his way to the plate. Ominous presence. Large. Lefty on righty matchup, and already a man in scoring position for him to work with here in the top of the first. Large with Seltzer on at second base. Lee. Fastball, that gets away from Corman, and there goes Seltzer. Pitch taken by Large, nobody out, man in scoring position. On deck, the 500 hitting Tanner Holen. So the 57's knocking on the door here in the top of the first. Fastball up to Big Jack Large. 2-0 count. 57's going with the greens tonight. Lee, high fastball. 2-0 count. Large chases after the seductive high heat. Count now 2-1. Breaking ball. 2-2 count now to Large. Lee, that quick windup. Full count to Jack, the native of Modesto, California. Colby Seltzer on the right side of your screen, perched at third base. Breaking ball. Large sitting on fastball with the count 3-2. That's a big strikeout for Trenton Lee and the Yorkton Cardinals. Runner on at third base. Large puts that into play. And plenty of opportunity for Seltzer to score there, but instead one down now. Tanner Holen. Holen 5 hits and 10 at-bats over 3 games, 1 RBI, couple walks. Ground ball, hit to short. Seltzer's going to head home. Holen grounds out via the 6-3, but the 57's are on the board here. As Seltzer doubles, advances to third on a passed ball, and then scores. Tanner Holen, RBI, grounding out. Train thundering through Yorkton right now, as longtime Cards supporter Ray Sedley would say. There's the 7:22 right on time. Breaking ball misses. Ryan McDeach to the plate now. 2 away here, top of 1. McDeach swings and misses. Trenton Lee throwing strikes. That breaking ball could end up paying the bills for him. 12-6 movement on that curveball to go with a mid-80s fastball, what we're seeing from Lee. Breaking ball in the dirt. We're at 2-2 now. 1-0 lead for the 57's. Jared Binsfield is on deck. Train rolling through here. It's just like Minute Maid Park. Fastball, 88 on the gun. 3-2 count. Jack Large had a 3-2 to deal with. He got dealt a fastball. Let's see what they give McDeach here. Goes to that curveball. Another 3-2 forthcoming. Inside, fastball. McDeach walks with 2 out.
McDeach draws a 2-0 walk, brings the plate left fielder number 26, Jared Binsfield.
Jared Binsfield, 2 down, 1 on. Top of the first. 1-0 57's lead. Binsfield seeing balls well, hitting .409 in this young season. Takes curveball for strike 1. Off speed pitch, drops low. Pitch to Binsfield, breaking ball. And Jared tries to time that just right, but just missing down the third base line. Count 1-2, 2 down. Toby Allred waits on deck. Lee. Off-speed pitch, Binsfield out in front of it. 57's get 1 across the plate. Colby Seltzer doubles, advances to third on a passed ball, and then scored as Tanner Holen hit a ground ball to shortstop. 57's get on the board first, 1-0 for the visitors. We'll be back with the 57's in the field behind Isaiah Campo when we return shortly.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball, brought to you by Living Sky Casino and Nutrien Ag Solutions. Happy to have you on board as Isaiah Campa, his second appearance of the young season. Isaiah, a member of last year's Swift Current 57 squad. He was the opening day pitcher for Swift Current this year. A game that was an eventual win over the Weyburn Beavers. Campa working 4 innings of that game, allowing 4 hits, 3 earned runs, striking out 6 and walking 2. 6.75 is the earned run average for Isaiah after that one appearance. Trenton Lee now to the plate. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he pitched in the top of the first. Like we said, it's not entirely uncommon for pitchers to hit in the WCBL, but first time I can recall in all my years of covering baseball that we've seen one in the leadoff spot here. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before Kelly Haraska texts me saying I did that once upon a time as Isaiah Campa. 82 on the gun, misses low. Bottom of the first here in a 1-0 lead for the 57's. Colby Seltzer scored in the top of 1. Brought home by Tanner Holen after a double. Pitch in the dirt, 2-0 count here, bottom of the first. -23 degrees Celsius right now, and gorgeous. Ground ball. Hit to third, and that one just taking a funny hop there on Colby Seltzer. They'll score that a base hit for the leadoff hitter Lee here.
Lee reaches on the infield single, brings the plate second baseman number 29.
That baseball hitting the dirt and just dying. Next action for the 57's at home will be tomorrow night. They take on the Moose Jaw Miller Express at 7:05. Our next webcast of Swift Current 57's baseball after tonight will be Monday, June 10th, when Swift Current is in Weyburn. So Moose Jaw in town tomorrow night. Runner on at first is Lee, and now Isaiah Campa on the 57's, turning their attention to Burnett. Strike 1 with a runner on at first. Lawson Burnett out of London, Ontario, first at bat in the WCBL. One on for him to work with. Lee in motion. Ground ball back to Campa. 1-3. Runner is retired. However, scampering to second base is Lee. Noah Barron, right fielder, out of Hoover, Alabama. This is his WCBL debut as well. Cardinals in their reds. 57's going with the greens tonight. Campa, fastball just misses low and away. One-0 count, one down. Runner on at second. Yorkton looking to tie. Runner in motion is Lee. He kicks up dust on route to third. Ball is fouled out. Lee heads back to second. Fastball from Isaiah called strike 1-2, the count now. 57's just one and done here. No road swing per se. Just bust up to Yorkton today, and we'll bust back after this one before hosting Moose Jaw. There's a shot up the middle that could bring a run in here. Rounding third and heading for home is Lee. They'll try and get the runner at second, and they do. Run comes in to score. But erased from the equation is Barron. So Noah Barron out of Hoover, Alabama, 1 at bat, 1 RBI, as Jason Wallace comes to the plate. Wallace, 2 hits in 6 at bats, .333 average. Out of Fontana, California. Play at the plate was going to be real close. Isaiah Campa cutting it off and throwing to second to get Allred to apply the tag to Barron. So 8-1-6 to get that out. Breaking ball from Isaiah. Taken. So these teams trading runs here in the first inning. 1-1 the score. Campus fastball. Hit out of the ballpark. Foul. Campa delivers. Well hit ball. That's hit deep to left field. Hit back. Binsfield at the warning track. And did he make that catch? What a catch by Jared Binsfield in left field. That baseball rocketing off the bat head of Wallace and Binsfield. Right in front of that big red wall at the warning track. Makes the catch for the third out. The teams trade runs here in the first. 1-1 Swift Current and Yorkton. We'll be back with the top of the second shortly. Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. It's a beautiful night in Yorkton. 1-1 the score. 57's and Cardinals trading runs in their respective halves of the first inning. Toby Allred, Torn Brozovic, Vinny Margiotta due up. Great play by Jared Binsfield to end the first inning. Nice catch in left field. Ball twisting in the wind a little bit. Toby Allred out of Anthem, Arizona, who has 6 hits in 18 at-bats for a .333 average. Making his way to the plate. The wild-haired shortstop out of Arizona to lead off here. Allred's appeared in all 57 games. Trenton Lee with that quick and delivered windup. Ball 1 to Toby. Keeping an eye on Lee on the gun. He touched 88 with that fastball in the top of the first, consistently around 86. Inside offering there at 83 is ball 2 to Toby. Allred, Brozovic, Margiotta. Righty on righty matchup. Low and away. Always a popular call with umpires. catching the outside corner. Breaking ball, Allred, ground ball past third base. That is a fair ball. Toby rounding first, heading for second base, and Allred stands up, double for the infielder. That's a fine way to start the inning. Torin Brozovic, center fielder. Runner in scoring position for him to work with. Ground ball just hopping over the third base bag. Allred, big lead. Brozovic showing bunt. That's quickly corralled by the catcher. Brozovic, a home run and 3 RBI in 5 games. He had an opening day homer for the 57's. So working on getting a bunt down here. Nobody out and a runner on at second. He's trying to advance Toby. In the middle of your screen right now, Allred, the base runner. Brozovic swings away at that offering. Young Yorktonites will chase down that foul ball. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Corman nicely. Lee looks the runner at second. Offering is up, and it's a full count now to Torin Brozovic. Top of the second, 1-1 score. Empty bag at first. Allred doubling moments ago. Fastball this time misses. Braz takes a walk. Margiotta represents the number 8 spot in the 57's batting order. RBI opportunity for Vinny. James Moses on deck. Ground ball in the infield, ideal scenario for the Cardinals here. Runners on at first and second. Vinny's going to try and get a bunt down here, but sends that behind him. '57's with a busy weekend, 5 games and 5 days to start the campaign. Also doing the right thing in the community as Margiotta bunts that right beside our broadcast location. 2 strikes against him. He'll likely be swinging here. 57's putting an appearance at the Innovation Credit Union picnic in the park on Sunday afternoon. Blowing up balloons and making new friends. And then last night, members of the 57's serving at the Swift Current Boston Pizza with proceeds helping out the Canadian Mental Health Association. So a couple community appearances mixed into the 5 games and 5-day schedule. Shot to right field. Catch is made by Barron. Margiotta going opposite field. Barron making the catch. 1 down. Moses to the plate. Number 9 hitter. Top of the order on deck. Colby Seltzer, who's 1 for 1 with a double, is going to hit next. Veteran umpire Ron Shuchuk calling the balls and strikes, performing some maintenance on home plate before James Moses digs in. Runners in motion. Toby Allred scampers to third base, putting himself that much closer to scoring position. James Moses with his Swift Current 57's orange shoes on there. Runner in scoring position. In motion is Torin Brozovic. He's underneath the tag. Toby Allred staying put at third base, setting the table now. Lee, pitch inside. And Moses awarded first. In any event,
Number 28, the third baseman, Colby Seltzer.
what was the count? Any idea?
It was 2-0, and then that would have been ball 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would have made sense of an intentional walk, though.
A 9-hitter to get to the leadoff,
Got our scorekeeper booth analysis of the situation here. Moses on at first. Thinking that pitch may have grazed him, but in any event, bases loaded, one down on the 57's. The score is 1-1. They are knocking. That pitch just above the belt, missing, and now Corman's going to have a quick chat with Lee. We're in the top of the second, and over 40 pitches thus far for Trenton Lee, starting pitcher for the Cardinals. Second time through the order, leadoff hitter Colby Seltzer, with the bases loaded and but one away. Fastball strike. While we wait for the next pitch, get a shot of that scoreboard out in left field. And wind up in the delivery. Fly ball. That's going to get out of here foul. They keep score the old school way here in Yorkton. I like it. Only downfall to that, no balls and strikes, and sometimes we lose count. So Seltzer with the bases loaded, digs in. And that'll be ball 4. Run will come in to score. Toby Allred, who doubled, finds his way home, and now the base is loaded and the table set for the big dog to eat here as Jack Large, 57's leader in runs batted in, confidently strolls to the plate. A bases loaded walk moments ago put the 57's up 2-1 as Large fouls the first offering out. 0-1 count. Tanner Holen on deck. Lee. Fastball just below the letters of Large. 1-1 the count with only one down here. 57's with a 2-1 lead. They're threatening for more here in the top of the second. Trenton Lee trying to get out of trouble against Jack Large in the 57's. Jack fouls that ball off. One, two. Lee in the dirt. Corman blocks. Runners stay put. Making things 2-2. Large. Off-speed pitch, drilled foul down the first base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down here. 57's with a run in the first and 1 so far in the second. Hungry for more. Fastball in the dirt, 3-2 now to Large. Last time Large was up, dealt with a full count. Got a 3-2 curveball. And struck out the last time he was in this scenario. Bases loaded now. Jack Large with another 3-2 count against Trenton Lee here. Lee deals. Breaking ball. This time Large takes, and back-to-back walks with the bases loaded have put the 57's up a deuce. It's 3-1. It'll likely bring coach Robbie Dombrowski out. Yep, here comes the bench boss for the Cardinals. With a busy schedule in this league, you want your pitchers to go long. That's a scenario that has thus far evaded the 57's. They haven't had that starting pitcher go deep yet. Joe hoping to get 6 or 7 out of Isaiah Campa today. Yorkton certainly with other plans there as Ron Shuchuk heads out and busts up this gathering. Tanner Holen, bases loaded, has back-to-back walks with 3 on. Have plated 57 runs. Holen 0 for 1, but an RBI, as Colby Seltzer was on at third base in Holen's last at-bat when he grounded out to short, bringing that run in. And that's going to be at least 1 here. 1 scores, and the 57's pump the brakes. 2 at-bats and 2 runs batted in so far for Tanner Holen. Bases remain loaded, and Ryan McDeek to the plate. 3-run inning so far for the 57's, and the Cardinals looking for an elusive second out here. Ryan McDeech walked his last time up. Towering fly ball. Foul territory. And there's going to be an out anyway. Infield fly as that one hit the ground. So 2 down, bases remain loaded. Jared Binsfield struck out in his last at-plate endeavor. Lee 1.2 innings thus far, allowing 3 hits, 4 runs, all earned, striking out 2, and he's walked 4. 53 pitches in the process. Ground ball, Binsfield dropped by Buck, and a run comes in to score. E5, run swift, 5-1 for the green guys. And the 57's now lead 5-1. The guy who got this inning started, Toby Allred, his second AB of the top of the second. He started it with a double, gets a curveball. Ball 1. 4-run second for the 57's. Isaiah Campa with some run support. Heater up. Still 3 on. 3-0 count to Toby. '57th pitch to the 57's. Allred swings at the 3-0. Now 3-1. Allred, opposite field shot. They're playing him deep. That's going to land as Allred finds some green. 1 scores, and not able to get 2 as Tanner Holen is tagged.
5-3-1-2.
So the 57's a 5-run second inning. They put up a big crooked number. And some run support for Isaiah Camp, a 5-1 lead for the 57's. Isaiah on the mound, 57's in the field. We'll be back right after this.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
This webcast of Swift Current 57's Baseball brought to you by Living Sky Casino, Nutrien Ag Solutions, The Hearing Place, the Coast Hotel in Swift Current, the official host hotel of the Swift Current 57's, Houston Pizza, Saskatchewan Abilities Council Swift Current Branch, and the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge, coming to Swift Current and Medicine Hat this November. Get early bird tickets until June 18th at tickets.scbroncos.com.
Well, after the 57's recent outing against the Weyburn Beavers, they're not going to take anything for granted. They led that one 5-0 after the second inning and ended up dropping that decision eventually 11-7. So a 6-1 lead for the 57's right now in the bottom of the second. There is pop in this Yorkton Cardinal lineup as well, as Whalen, Buck, and Taylor will see plate appearances for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the second. Weyburn's most recent game, they did manage to put up 8 runs. Unfortunately for them, the Moose Jaw Miller Express got 16, but Yorkton, an offensively capable squad here. So the 57's can't be taking anything for granted here, despite that 5-run second inning and a 6-1 lead as of right now. Ron Shuchuk, home plate umpire, now ready to go. Isaiah Campa, the slow windup, righty on righty, tries to get Whalen to chase low and away. Phil Whalen out of Canmore, Alberta, 4 hits and 18 at-bats for a .222 average. He's walked once on the year, and he hits that one to left field. Jared Binsfield makes the catch.
Whalen flies out for out number 1. That brings the plate third baseman number 13, Gage Buck.
Gage Buck to the plate. Gage Buck. Big numbers for him to start the year. 6 hits, 17 at-bats, .353 average. Campa, another righty on righty. That's drilled right south. One down here, bottom of 2. Campa induces a fly ball in the infield. Ryan McDeach, first baseman. As that ball twist and turn up in the wind, makes the catch.
Buck flies out for out number 2. Brings to the plate first baseman number 24, Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor from Humboldt, Texas, 5 hits and 15 at-bats for a .333 average. 2 down here. Logan McDougall out of Summerside, Prince Edward Island is on deck. First pitch from Isaiah Campa. He's got a lefty to deal with here. Hits the outside corner. Effective pitch for Isaiah to a lefty, as he's able to hit that outside corner. Goes right back to that spot, and strike 2. So 2 fastballs down and out and 2 strikes for Campa in the 57's. Isaiah and Tanner Holen agree on an 0-2. And the high heat swung at. And contact made by Taylor. He's on base.
Taylor with a single up the middle, bringing to the plate shortstop number 15, Logan McDougall.
Third hit of the game for the Beavers, or for the Cardinals rather, who trail this one 5-1. Single by Taylor. Shortstop Logan McDougall with a runner on. Fastball fouled off the catcher's mask of Tanner Holen. '57's two capable catchers in Tanner Holen and Alex Stinnett. Alex Stinnett not playing in this one, but his father, former major leaguer Kelly Stinnett, played for a number of major league clubs, including the New York Mets, St. Louis Cardinals, Arizona Diamondbacks as well, a team that he's a proud alum of. Fastball from Campus, strike 3, and that'll do it for the Yorkton Cardinals. They will strand 1. And nothing doing on the scoreboard for them in the bottom of the second. 2 innings in the books. 6-1 57's. We'll be back with more 57's baseball for Nutrien Ag Solutions and Living Sky Casino shortly.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. A few Yorkton Cardinal personnel changes, as Zach Taylor, who was playing first base, is now going to come in and pitch here. Jason Wallace moves to first. And who's that in left field? Give us a shot of the left fielder there, Ethan. That guy. That guy there, yep. As tight as we can go on him. Can we get a number? No, left field looks like 13.
Oh. Okay. Who's at third base then?
Little mixing and matching here.
No, I didn't. Can you see who's at third base?
We'll go wide there and see if we can get an ID on the third baseman. First pitch to Torn Brozovic. That's the guy. Can you get in tighter on that guy? The red on red numbers. Called strike to Brozovic. Oh, no, that's good. Breaking ball. Nice pitch. Some 12-6 curveball motion there on that breaking ball offering from Taylor. Changeup fouled out of here. Not playable.
I'm just gonna say Trenton Lee is at third base for now. If it changes, we'll just
6-1 lead for the 57's.
You guys whenever, like, 'cause he got second, so if he doesn't come up, then
yeah, close enough.
Brozovic, Margiota, Moses due up here. Curveball trying to paint that outside corner, just misses. Taylor. Brozovic with a walk and a run scored thus far. His second at bat of the game. And he puts wood to baseball. And finds himself on base.
Brozovic with a single back up the middle, bringing to the plate second baseman number 8, Vinny Margiota. Margiota fails to reach base. Viewer comes 2 for $8 for the next 5 minutes.
Vinny Margiota. And after that shot by Brozovic, we're going to get a quick mound visit here with Zach Taylor. We want the entire infield to join this conference. Third base is 29.
Okay. Burnett. Okay. Who's going where? What's happening? Who's pitching? Is this? Okay. Oh, it's McDougal pitching.
And now McDougal's going to come in to pitch, and just as we get everyone's position figured out up here.
Okay. Home team. Okay. So. Zach
So pitcher Taylor's going to go play first.
Crazy.
Gage Buck looks like he's going to go to third.
Okay.
Jason Wallace is back in the left.
Jason Wallace, 28 left.
Rob Dombrowski piecemealing a lineup together here.
Who's at short?
29.
29 was playing third and now is short.
Burnett.
And Lee's at second.
Okay. 27. Second, Lawson Burnett at short.
Yep. I think we got it figured out.
And who's at Buck. Okay.
Buck went for third now.
Alright. Maybe just announce the
So right-handed pitcher coming in for the Cardinals.
Now pitching for the Yorkton Cardinals, number 15, Logan McDougal.
Logan McDougal to face Vinny Margiota with nobody out and a runner on at first. 6-1 lead for the 57's. There's assistant coach Ruben Rodriguez escorting Margiota to the plate. Ruben playing for the 57's last year. He was a roster deadline guy who came up here, brought some leadership to the team. Played out his eligibility in Swift last year, and Joe Carnahan bringing him back as an assistant coach. First pitch offering to Margiota, called strike on the breaking ball. So Logan McDougal in to pitch with his team down 6-1, runner on at first, nobody out. Top of the third inning is where we find ourselves. Righty on righty and a wee bit outside. Runner in motion, throw to second, and underneath the tag is Brozovic. Give a big shout out to Swift Current Broncos trainer Jamie LeBlanc, the man known as Butter, watching the webcast back home in Swift Current. Butter's got a big day coming up tomorrow as he's going to be appearing at Tim Hortons as part of their Camp Day festivities as Margiota hits that one into foul territory, and that one just twisting in the wind and spinning and not playable. So Margiota's going to get another crack at this at bat here. Nobody out here, runner on at second.
That's an error.
2
Fans here in Weyburn checking, or in Yorkton rather. Got Weyburn on the mind tonight for some reason. Breaking ball, Margiota. That one was crossing the plate at around the letters. And he drills that one significantly foul. Margiota represents number 8 in the 57's batting order. James Moses on deck. That's ball 4. So James Moses with nobody out and 2 57's on base. First pitch to Moses, ball 1. Runners in motion, double steal. They'll try and get the runner at second. And sliding in safe is Margiota. His 3rd bag of the year. Torn Brozovic also collecting 3rd base. So now 2 in scoring position. 6-1 lead for the 57's, top of the 3rd here. Still nobody out. Logan McDougall. Fly ball Moses. And catch made for the first out. Top of the order now for the 57's and Colby Seltzer. Seltzer's 3rd at bat of the game. 2 runs scored, a hit, a walk, and an RBI for the Texan. And Seltzer's going to wear a stray breaking ball in the back to fill the empty base at first. So a bases loaded situation for Jack Large now. 3 on. One down. Tanner Holen, who's on deck, has a couple RBI as Large fouls the first offering out of the ballpark. 5-1 57's. And Large puts a charge into that baseball. That's going to one-hop the wall in right field. 2 are going to come in to score here for the 57's. Large stays put at first. And the 57's, after that 2 runs, pardon me, I said 5-1 moments ago. It was 6-1 and now 8-1 as the 57's go up a converted touchdown here in Yorkton. Large with 2 more RBI. He's got 3 this game now and 10 on the year. First pitch, Tanner Holen. Ball 1. So an 8-1 lead for the 57's with runners on the corners. Holen, fly ball. Right field, Barron with the sun in his face makes the catch. Tagging up at 3rd and scampering home is Seltzer. That's Holen's 3rd run batted into the game as well. Holen and Large with 3 apiece as Ryan Magdeech to the plate now. 9-1 lead, Swift Current. Ryan Megdeach. Jared Binsfield on deck. 3-run third inning thus far as Megdeach, wearing Cole Armstrong's number 5, swings and misses. Logan McDougall with Jack Large at first, outside Megdeach. Megdeach redirects that into the paraphernalia of Corman. One and two count to the native of Beamsville, Ontario. Breaking ball, 2-2. Deuce is wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Fly ball, foul territory. Megdeach will live to see another pitch. th pitch of this inning, thrown moments ago, this half inning. Megdeach fouls that off. And Logan McDougall will have to throw at least one more with 2 away, and Jack Large on at first. .57's with a run in the first, 5 in the second, and 3 so far in the third. Megdeach painfully fouls that off of his person. Sun setting in the western sky. Some long shadows here at Jubilee Field. 2-2 with 2 down. Megdeach hits that to the outfield. Center fielder Whalen goes for a jog and makes the catch. That'll do it for the 57's. They strand 1 but score 3. It's 9-1 heading to the bottom of the third. 57's with a large lead. We'll have more of this Swift Current 57's webcast for you in just a moment.
At The Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into The Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball. This webcast brought to you by Living Sky Casino and Nutrient Ag Solutions. Getting set to fire up the lights here at Jubilee Park in Yorkton. Haven't fired them up yet, but it's on the to-do list in the next few minutes here. Corman Lee Burnett, 9-1-2 due up for the Cardinals. Isaiah Campa. That pitch hit the opposite way, and that's going to be trouble as Corman scampering to second base. And the Cardinals, in lead of an offensive spark, have one here in the bottom of the third inning, runner in scoring position.
The second baseman, number 27, make some noise for Trenton Lee.
Trenton Lee now playing second base on the leadoff spot. He was the starting pitcher in this one. Had a hit and a subsequent run scored in the first inning. Runner on at second for him to work with, a native of Pennsylvania. Isaiah Campa on the mound for the 57's. Induces a swinging strike one. Campa. Nobody out. Runner on at second. Winds and delivers. Swinging strike two. There's Isaiah, 2 innings thus far, allowing 3 hits, 1 earned run, striking out 1. Isaiah from El Paso, Texas. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Campa, and there's 1 down. Lawson Burnett, the shortstop, with 1 out and 1 on here in the bottom of the third inning. 9-1 lead for the 57's. Isaiah, it is the hope that he'll go deep in this one by 57's coach Joe Carnahan, who hasn't really had a starter go too deep into ball games as of yet. First pitch offering to Burnett, sent into the backstop. Lawson Burnett out of London, Ontario. Runner on at second for him to work with as Isaiah deals fastball right over the plate. 0-2 the count here with 1 away here in the third inning. '57's at home tomorrow. Moose Jaw Miller Express in town at 7:05. Strike 3 as Burnett swings at that pitch and then immediately regrets the decision to do so. There's 2 down. Our next webcast will be Monday from Tom Lang Park in Weyburn. We'll happily bring you that one. 2 away, runner on at second. Strike called. Isaiah Campa. 2 2/3 innings. And he's thrown 32 pitches. He's about to uncork number 33 of his evening. And it's going to be a shot that Torin Brozovic read well off the bat head. He makes the catch. 33 pitches to get through 3 for Isaiah Campa. 3 innings in the books. 9-1 Swifty. Back with more of this 57's baseball webcast shortly.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
Welcome back to 57's baseball. Center fielder Phil Whalen coming into pitch, as it's going to be pitching by committee for the Yorkton Cardinals in this one.
Okay, now who's the center?
Well, it looks like Trenton Lee.
Okay, he's the center. For sure? Oh, this is ridiculous. I can't even...
He never turns around.
So Phil Whalen coming into pitch.
Here at the top of the fourth. It's left fielder number 26, Jared Binsfield.
Okay, Whalen's pitching. Dougal.
Binsfield, Allred, Brozovic. 9-1 57's lead. Phil Whalen enters the ball game and induces a long strike by Binsfield. Top of the fourth inning. Some players getting their stats inflated at the expense of the Yorkton Cardinals in this one. Binsfield, ground ball, hit hard, knocked down at third, and Binsfield legs it out.
Binsfield with the infield single. Brings the plate.
Infield single by Binsfield. 3 RBIs apiece for Jack Large and Tanner Holen.
I don't know if that's a single or not.
Toby Allred. 2 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI as well.
I know you, Dennis, absolutely.
Whalen. Pitch at the letters of Allred. Ball 1. Runner on at first. Allred keeping the sword sheathed. Two-0 count. Toby takes for strike one. Jared Binsfield takes his lead at first. 2-2 now. That offering catches the outside part of the plate. And now Toby, 2 strikes against him. Awaits the 2-2. Allred. Shot to center field. Catch made. 1 down.
Allred flies out for out number 1. To bring to the plate center fielder number 21, Torin Brozovic.
Lead center.
Brozovic with 2 runs scored, 1 for 1 with a walk as well in his previous 2 at-plate endeavors. Another train thundering in through Yorkton. Binsfield checked by Whalen at first. Brozovic, ground ball. That one finds some vacant grass. Binsfield sees the ball bobbled in the outfield, as does Brozovic. So those two are going to scamper ahead of station.
Brozovic reaches on the single, bringing to the plate second baseman number 8, Vinny Margiotta. If Margiotta faces...
That'll bring Vinny Margiotta to the plate. 2 in scoring position for Vinny. Isaiah Camp on the mound for the 57's. 33 pitches to work 3 innings, allowing 4 hits. 1 earned run, striking out 3. We'll knock on wood as we say no walks issued yet by Isaiah. Vinny Margiotta. Fly ball. Right field. Catch made. Runner tags up. Binsfield scampers home, and the 57's for the first time this season hit double digits. Sac fly RBI by Vinny Margiotta as James Moses gets prepped and ready. Torin Brozovic, in that sack situation, also moved to third base. So the 57's with 2 out, runner in scoring position. They are up 9 here in the top of the 4th inning. Called strike to Moses. Pitch in the dirt. Phil Whalen into pitch. He's pitching to Matthew Corman. Zach Taylor at first. Gage Buck at second. Logan McDougall playing short now. Third base, Lawson Burnett. Outfield, Jason Wallace in left. Trenton Lee in center. Noah Barron in right field. Corman and Barron, I believe, the only Yorkton personnel who haven't changed positions in this one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here. Moses with a runner in scoring position and Torin Brozovic. Moses hit by a pitch earlier this game. 0 for 1 with a run scored. Fouling that offering into the backstop and staying alive in this exchange with Whalen. And another one that grazes Moses. That fills an empty bag at first, and top of the order now Colby Seltzer, his 4th try of the game. A walk, an RBI, a hit, and 3 runs scored for Seltzer. He's touched home plate 3 times in this one, in this 10-1 57's lead here in Yorkton. Seltzer thought about going after low and away, righty on righty encounter here. Whalen, strike, called. Seltzer skies that one way up in the air. They got a fine beat on that baseball at the Yorkton International Airport as that heads towards the parking lot. Count 0-2 to Seltzer with 2 away, 2 on. Runner in motion, hit and run attempt. Fouled towards the snack shack area. Seltzer battling with Whalen here. Seltzer hits that to left field, right where Wallace is standing. 1 is stranded, 2 are stranded rather, and 1 comes in to score for the 57's. Top of the 4th. It is now a 10-1 57's lead, bottom of 4 straight ahead. Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. Ryan Schweitzer in Yorkton. Isaiah Kampa getting set for another inning of work for the 57's. 3 innings pitched thus far, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned, striking out 3, hasn't walked any. He's faced 12 hitters. So bottom of the 4th coming up, Isaiah with some run support. 10-1, the 57's lead it. Jason Wallace, 0 for 1 this game. 286 on the year. Isaiah Campa, right-handed pitcher, winds and delivers. That one might stay fair. Nope, just foul down the first base line. Campa pitching to Tanner Holen, Ryan Megdeach playing first base, Vinny Margiotta at second, Toby Allred at short. Third baseman is Colby Seltzer. Outfield, Binsfield, Brozovic, and Moses from left to right. Jack Large is DHing in this one. 10-1 lead for the 57's. Isaiah Campa. Slow windup with nobody on, and then the quick delivery on the fastball, low and away. Foul ball and a take, 1-1 is the count to Wallace. Wallace, Waylon Buck due up here. Into the glove of Toby Allred. Nice athletic play by Allred. Line drive. Phil Whalen, current pitcher for Yorkton, at the plate now. 36 pitches by Isaiah so far to get through 3 1/3. Campa misses low. Ball 1 in this 10-1 57's lead. 2-0 in the dirt. The unwritten rule, according to some, as to when you officially call the dogs off is up 6 after 6. Some go by that code as that ball's fouled out of here for strike 1. It's 57's with a 9-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th. '57's last game against the Weyburn Beavers on Sunday. They had a 5-0 lead after the second, but Weyburn coming back and taking that one. Ground ball, Seltzer. Can he make this play? Legging that out is Whalen as he gets to first. Infield single, the official scoring. Great play by Colby Seltzer to deprive Whalen of extra bases as he drilled that down the third base line. So 23 into hit where Gage Buck was. Nick Hoyt out of Fredericton, New Brunswick. 5'9", 185. Hitting where Gage Buck was in the lineup. So 1 out and 1 on for the Cardinals, who trail significantly in this one. That ball's pounded off one of the light standards here at Jubilee Park, home of the Yorkton Cardinals. Sun setting in the western sky. Wind dying down as well. Bit of a breeze blowing across the diamond earlier, but the flag's dangling in center field. Back-to-back foul balls by Hoyt. Campa about to throw his 43rd pitch of this contest. Right-handed pitcher Isaiah Campa winds and delivers. Runner in motion. Hit and run is on, and well executed by the Cardinals there. Scampering to third base as the runner. It's going to be close. Seltzer applies the tag. And safe at third. Hoyt singles. Whalen moving to third on the hit and run. That was close, and now Zach Taylor to the plate. Taylor 1 for 1. So the Cardinals trying to take a bite out of that 57's 9-run lead. Bottom of the 4th. Zach Taylor, who pitched, he only faced one hitter. Now battling with Campa here with runners on the corners. Isaiah winds and delivers, called strike. "45th pitch of the game for Isaiah. Ground ball, all red. They'll get the out at first. A run comes in to score. So an RBI for Taylor, scoring the runner on at third. Runner also advances to second. 10-2 the score now. Logan McDougall, who's also pitched in this one, worked an inning for the Cards. There's a ball headed right towards us. Ball found. Campa. Fastball in, 1-1 with 2 away. Red shirt at second base for the Cardinals. Strike called, and some opportunistic base running there by Cardinals, getting a runner to third. Good heads-up play there by Hoyt. Snap throw by the catcher, and en route to third. High fastball from Isaiah. 10-2 lead for the 57's. 2 down here. Runner on at third. Logan McDougall trying to cash in Hoyt. Campa induces a foul ball. Not going to be playable for McDeach as that one scurries out of the ballpark. Campa prepped and ready to release the 4th pitch of this exchange with McDougall, or the 6th pitch rather. Count 2-2. McDougall's going to foul another one off and continue to battle with Campa. Campa. Did he go? Yes, he did, and caught by Holen. Cardinals do get 1 across the plate. 10-2, 4 in the books. Back with more of this 57's webcast shortly.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
This webcast of Swift Current 57's Baseball brought to you by Living Sky Casino, Nutrient Ag Solutions, The Hearing Place, the Coast Hotel in Swift Current, the official host hotel of the Swift Current 57's, Houston Pizza, Saskatchewan Abilities Council Swift Current Branch, and the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge, coming to Swift Current and Medicine Hat this November. Get early bird tickets until June 18th at tickets.scbroncos.com.
Worth noting that the early bird ticket deadline for the World Under-17 Hockey Championships has been moved until June the 28th as well. So just a heads up there. If you were planning on getting tickets, you got a few extra days to find your way online to tickets.scbroncos.com or to the Swift Current Broncos stable to pick up tickets. Jack Large leading off for the 57's. Large, Holen, Megdeach due up. Jack Large and Holen, hitting second and third in the 57's batting order respectively, have combined for 6 RBI in this 10-2 57's lead. Jack 1 for 2 with a walk, hitting .273 on the year now. First time facing pitcher Phil Whalen, a native of Canmore, Alberta. Whalen going right after Large here, not much time between pitches. And he's quickly ahead of Jack, 0-2. Top of the fifth, 10-2, 57's lead it. Happy to have you riding shotgun for this one. Our next webcast of 57's baseball, our next road webcast is going to be on Monday the 10th, Swift Current and Weyburn. 57's at home to the Moose Jaw Miller Express tomorrow night. There's a shot to left field. And unable to squeeze that ball. Cardinal left fielder, so Large chugs his way to second base. E7 for Jack. Gets him to second base. Tanner Holen, who's got 3 runs batted in already in this one, looking for number 4 here. That's a tough one for the Cardinals. Ahead of Jack Large, 1-2. Pretty pedestrian fly ball to left field. And that ball just twisting and turning as we have a brief pause in the action here before Tanner Holen digs in this righty-on-righty encounter. One 0 count to the 57's catcher, make it 1-1. Holen out of Manhattan, Kansas. Large at second. Holen swings and misses at that offering. Count 1-2 now with nobody away. Ryan Megdeach on deck. 2-2 now in the top of the fifth. Ground ball, hit to second, dropped, recovered, throw. They get the out at first. Large moves to third.
That's the first out of the inning. Now batting the first baseman, number 5, Ryan Megdeach.
Megdeach 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Megdeach, a 6'4", 230-pound physical specimen from Beansville, Ontario. Freshman at Cochise College in Arizona. That offering to Megdeach sent into the backstop. Take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard in just a moment here as Megdeach, 1-1 pitch. Swings at that pitch just below the letters. Count now 1-2. Give a shout out to Chris Martins and the crew at Supplement King in Swift Current, the official supplement provider of the Swift Current 57's. Earlier this week, Chris showing up at that new 57's clubhouse with an ample amount of supplements, proteins, and such to get the 57's through their season. Megdeach strikes out moments ago. Jared Binsfield to the plate now. Large on at third with 2 away. Elsewhere, Medicine Hat leading the Edmonton Prospects 8-0 in the bottom of the fourth at Remax Field. Binsfield shot to left field. That's hit deep. Hit back, and catch made in left field. That's a tough play. Wallace, a little bit of redemption for that earlier error, keeping the 57s off the board for the first time in this one. Nothing doing for Swift. We'll complete that out-of-town scoreboard for you in just a little bit, and we'll be back with the 57s in the field and the bottom of the fifth. Straight ahead.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
At the hearing.
Kind of felt bad for your camera guy. I told him, I was like, don't hurt yourself, and you almost tripped.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. 10-2 the lead for the 57s. Take a quick look at our out-of-town scoreboard here, as Matt Corman gets set to lead off. 8-0 Medicine Hat leading Edmonton. Okotoks Dogs in the bottom of the fourth at Siemens Stadium in Okotoks lead the Brooks Bombers 15-4 as Corman singles into left field. And the Melville Millionaires leading the Moose Jaw Miller Express 3-0 at Roswells Park in Moose Jaw. 10-2 is the score here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Corman singled moments ago, and now Trenton Lee to the plate. Top of the order, Lee 1 for 2 with a run scored, striking out once. Lawson Burnett on deck. Runner on at first, Campa, first pitch, and that one's drilled right back at him. And a couple ducks on the pond here for the Yorkton Cardinals. Third time through the order, Lee singles. Lawson Burnett, shortstop. Third at bat of the game, 0 for 2 thus far. 55 pitches for Isaiah Campa. 4 innings worked thus far. Pitch number 56 forthcoming. And that's fouled out of here for strike one. Campa pitching to Tanner Holen, Ryan Magdeech at first. Vinny Margiotta at second, playing close to the bag right now. Toby Allred is the shortstop, Colby Seltzer at third. Outfield of Binsfield, Brozovic. And James Moses is going to have to hurry to that baseball right now. Rounding third and heading for home are the Cardinals. One will score. As Corman, who singled and is subsequently brought home, and the 57's looking for an elusive first out. Barron to the plate, fourth batter of the bottom of the fifth for the Yorkton Cardinals, and still nobody out. 10-3 the score. The 57's lead diminished to a converted touchdown here. Isaiah Campa getting a strikeout of the deal as that's redirected towards the backstop. So one on the board here in the bottom of 5 for the home team Yorkton Cardinals thus far. Runners on at first and third. Kampa. Fastball. It's going to hop away from Holen. Run comes in to score. They try to get the runner at second. Officially scored a wild pitch, and now a 10-4 57's lead. Yorkton nibbling away at that 57's lead. Bottom of the fifth, runner at second, nobody out. Already two have scored here. There's a fly ball center field, Torin Brozovic. And James Moses will actually make the catch there. Runner will stay put as Moses gets that ball in. That was Noah Barron who flew out moments ago. Jason Wallace, left fielder. Had an adventuresome top of the fifth. Catch that he should have made, and then a highlight reel catch a few at-bats later. Wallace trying to make things happen with the lumber now. Shot to center field, and that's going to land in front of Torin Brozovic. Run comes in to score. Run batted in for Wallace. And Joe Carnahan, yep, here he comes. Yorkton with a 3-run bottom of the fifth, and Joe Carnahan is going to head out and have a powwow with his infield and pitcher. Isaiah Kampa humming along in this one until we got to this bottom of the fifth. 4 1/3 for Kampa. Now 10 hits, 5 earned runs, striking out 4. .63 pitches thrown thus far by Isaiah. So Phil Whalen, current pitcher at the plate now. Runner on at first for him to work with. 10-5 the score for the 57's. Kampa, ground ball. Takes a hop off the pitcher's mound and into the outfield. Third baseman Nick Hoyt, who's 1 for 1. Two teams have combined for 18 hits thus far, 11 for the Cardinals, 7 for the 57's. Swift Current with a 10-5 lead. Kampa with 2 on. Ball 1 away. Field goal for the Cards thus far here in the bottom of the fifth. And that could be trouble. Hit to right field. James Moses is where he needs to be. He tracked that ball down. Like a prairie hawk zeroing in on an unsuspecting field mouse. Moses. Coming up big in right field. 2 down. Zach Taylor, 1 for 2 with an RBI. .353 batting average in this young season for Taylor. He's capable of doing damage with the bat. 2 down. Kampa in the 57's. Oppo shot, left field, Binsfield. Gets in front of it. However, Wallace chugging home. And a 4-run fifth now for the Cardinals. And number 8 hitter in the order, Logan McDougall to the plate. Marcus Corman on deck. 2 away here. If Corman hits, it'll be a second at bat of the inning, as he's the one who started this 4-run fifth for the Cardinals. Fouled off by McDougall. '57's with a 10-1 lead at one point in this one. The score now 10-6. Runner in motion, McDougall. Fly ball, hit and run attempt. Colby Seltzer going all in, trying to track that ball down, but it will escape the facility. One and two count, McDougall. Isaiah Campa. High fastball, 2-2. Campa with 2 on. McDougall fouls that one straight back, right over top of us. Campa. Another 2-2 forthcoming. Called strike 3. That'll do it. The Swift Current 57's finally get out of the bottom of the 5th. Yorkton Cardinals plate 4 on 6 hits. 5 in the books. 10-6. The lead not quite as comfortable as it has been. We'll be back with more Swift Current 57's baseball shortly.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Toby Allred to lead off for Swift Current. 10-6 is the score, so a 10-1 lead has evaporated a little bit for the 57's after a 4-run 5th inning by the Cardinals. Top of the 6th as we head to the twilight innings of this one. Swift Current up 4, and Toby Allred is going to try and get something going offensively. Curveball from Whalen. Nice pitch. Strike 1. Whalen 2 innings of work thus far, allowing 1 hit, striking out 1. Allred will be the 11th batter that he's faced. 1-1 the count now. That was the 35th pitch of the ball game for Whalen. Ball goes past the catcher Corman. Nobody on. 2-1 the count to Toby. Allred drills that one in the 5-6 gap. And the 57's have a runner on.
Allred reaches on the single, bringing the plate center fielder number 21, Torin Brozovic.
Torin Brozovic now to take a turn. Allred on at first. Toby 3 for 4 with an RBI in this one. Brozovic, 2 hits and 2 runs scored. He's walked also. A couple of good takes by Torin. Vinny Margiotta on deck. Brozovic represents the number 7 hitter in the 57's batting order. Brozovic, big cut with cruel intentions. Top of the 6th and a 4-run 57's lead. 2-2 to Brozovic. Ground ball, hit to short, potential double play, 6-4 and 3. First double play we've seen tonight. Now Vinny Margiotta. Vinny's got a walk, an RBI, a run. His evening's work thus far. Hitting 8th in the batting order, James Moses on deck. 2 down, Vinny trying to keep things going here in the top of the 6th. He's going to foul that baseball out of here towards an adjacent ball diamond. Whalen. Curveball, good pitch, strike 2. Whalen. Another foul ball by Margiotta. Not playable. Hit just over top of the 57's dugout. Breaking ball in. 57's hosting Moose Jaw tomorrow night at Mitchell Field, 7:05. We hope you can make it out to that one and see the 57's in action in person. Margiotta hits that curveball right to third base, right into the waiting glove of Burnett. And that'll do it for the 57's. They get a hit. But for the second inning in a row in the top of the 6th, they're held off the scoreboard. Don't look now, but the Cardinals have some momentum going. 10-6, though, is still the lead for the 57's. We'll be back with more of this webcast for Nutrient Ag Solutions and Living Sky Casino in just a moment.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
That's Aaron Pugh coming in to pitch for the 57's. Isaiah Campa, 5 innings of work, 12 hits, 6 runs all earned, striking out 5 along the way, facing 26 batters. Pitcher Aaron Pugh, his second summer in Swifty, 6'1", 185, Jamestown College in North Dakota, a junior, and he's a native of Boissevain, Manitoba, the big, beautiful city of Boissevain, just south of Brandon, in the humid province of Manitoba. Pugh on the year, 2 appearances, 4 1/3 innings of work, allowing 3 hits, 3 runs. None of them earned on his watch. And in his 4 1/3 innings of work, he has struck out 6 and walked 2. Still a spotless ERA for Pugh. We knock on wood as we say that. And his first assignment is going to be Marcus Corman, number 9 hitter in Yorkton's batting order, 9-1-2. Corman, Lee, Burnett. Pugh pitching to Tanner Holen. First pitch, ground ball. That one takes a funny hop, but a nice recovery there, and they get the out at first. Nice job by Margiota. High velocity ground ball that took a sudden jump on him. Margiota negotiated well with that hopping frog of a ground ball to get the 4-3 there. One down here, bottom of the 6th, and a 10-6. Swift Current 57's lead. Pugh. Off-speed pitch. Missing down. Top of the order. Trenton Lee, 2 hits and 2 runs in 3 at-bats. Swinging and missing at that Pugh fastball, 1-1 the count. Breaking ball from Pugh. Good take by Lee. 2-1 the count. Tomorrow night's opposition at home for the 57's will be the Moose Jaw Miller Express. They trail the Melville Millionaires 4-0 at Ross Wells in Moose Jaw. Okotoks Dogs up on the Brooks Bombers 17-4. That's only in the bottom of the 5th. In the top of the 6th, Medicine Hat leading Edmonton 8-0 at Remax Field in Edmonton. 10,000-seat mega stadium, Remax Field, as Pugh induces the swinging strike and strikes out Lee. 1 down.
He goes on and breaks route number 2, bringing the plate shortstop number 29, Lawson Burnett.
7 pitches by Pugh to get 2 out. Lawson Burnett, number 2 hitter in the Cardinals batting order, 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI, 333 on the year. Burnett's first game with the Cardinals. This is his debut. 10-6, 57's lead it. Swinging strike. One and one the count with 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be in Weyburn on Monday night. That'll be our next full-blown 57's baseball webcast. For the benefit of friends and family of players back home, we'll have a stationary webcam set up to capture the action tomorrow night with the Moose Jaw Miller Express in town. 1 and 2 with 2 away. Ground ball, slow roller. This could be trouble as Meg Deach goes and throws to Pugh, who covers. And the 57's take care of the Cardinals, who were building up some momentum, but nothing doing for either team in the 6th inning. Still a 10-6 lead for the 57's. Aaron Pugh getting through 1 inning of work thus far and only requiring 10 pitches to do so. Swift on the sticks in the top of the 7th when we return. There we go. Welcome back to 57's Baseball in Yorkton. Glad to have you along here for this one. After a pitching carousel for the Yorkton Cardinals earlier in this one, Phil Whalen, 3 innings of work, only allowing 2 hits thus far and 1 run, striking out 1, getting set to face his 14th batter of the evening. It's going to be James Moses. Whalen, 47 pitches thus far. It was looking like everyone was going to get a turn to pitch in the Weyburn or in the Yorkton lineup. Whalen, right-handed pitcher, waits for Moses to dig in and delivers ball 1 here. 9-1-2 to up for the 57's. Moses, Seltzer, Large. Pitch inside, 2-0 count. Moses hit by a couple pitches tonight. Fly ball hit to right field, hit back at the wall, and James Moses. His first dinger of the year, as Moses commands that ball over the right field wall. And the 57's, after putting up 10 runs in the first 4 innings of this one, offensively stymied in the 5th and 6th. But James Moses puts a number on that wooden scoreboard here in Yorkton with his first dinger of the year. The dreaded check swing that makes contact there by Colby Seltzer as that ball rolls foul. So now 11-6, the lead for the 57's. Seltzer at the plate, Jack Large on deck. Colby Seltzer swinging and missing. Moments ago, 2-0 pitch by James Moses, taken yard. Looking for something he can drive. Ground ball, Seltzer. Third baseman Burnett on the run. That's a good play there. Good 5-3. Burnett orchestrating that. And now Jack Large to the plate. Large 1 for 3 with a run scored and 3 runs batted in. He's walked and struck out this game as well. Large hitting second in the 57's batting order in this one. He's DHing. Into foul territory. And Burnett just unable to get a fine beat on that baseball. That's a tough play to make. Strikeout of the deal for Whalen and the Yorkton Cardinals. Tanner Holen on deck. Holen and Large have combined for 6 runs batted in this one. Jack Large now with 10 runs batted in on the year. Going into tonight, Michael Borst of the Moose Jaw Miller Express led the league in RBI with 11. Large. That's going to be a single for Jack as he flares that one the opposite way. Tanner Holen to the plate with Large on base. Ryan Magdeech on deck. Catcher Tanner Holen. 1 for 3 with 3 RBI. First pitch to Tanner, up and out. 11-6 lead for the 57. Solo dinger by James Moses moments ago here in the top of the 7th. Pitch catches the inside part of the plate. Righty on righty encounter here. 1-1 count to Holen. Two and one. Holen hitting .462 coming into this at bat. Fly ball won't be playable for anyone as that's hit into the seats.
Take that ball back to the canteen, get yourself $1.
Holen launches that one into left field. Wallace, with his heels on the warning track, makes the catch. A loud out as Tanner Holen flies out to 7. Large remains quagmired at first base, and Ryan Magdich to the plate. Jared Binsfield on deck. Magdich. First pitch strike. Pitch outside. Catcher Corman keeping a close eye on Large at first. Going into this game, bit of a breeze blowing across the field. At 19 kilometers an hour, the wind has completely died. Flag's just dangling. Magdich. Swinging strike. 1-2, the count to the native of Beamsville, Ontario. The 6'4", 230-pound physical specimen Magdich looking for something he can drive here, but not this time. No water in the pool on that swing. 57's get one on the board, though, as James Moses' first dinger of the season. It's 11-6, 57's. Bottom of Sev coming up. We'll do some 7th inning stretching, and we'll be back with more 57's baseball for Living Sky Casino and Nutrient Ag Solutions shortly.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
This webcast of Swift Current 57's Baseball, brought to you by Living Sky Casino, Nutrient Ag Solutions, The Hearing Place, the Coast Hotel in Swift Current, the official host hotel of the Swift Current 57's, Houston Pizza, Saskatchewan Abilities Council Swift Current Branch, and the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge, coming to Swift Current and Medicine Hat this November. Get early bird tickets until June 18th at tickets.scbroncos.com.
And welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball, brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions and Living Sky Casino. Also, this webcast brought to you in part by the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge, which is going to be rolling into Swift Current and Medicine Hat this November. Worth noting that early bird tickets, the early bird ticket deadline to get your advance tickets for that was June the 18th. It's moved to June the 28th now. So if you want to get your advance tickets, you can visit the Swift Current Bronco stable during business hours, 9 until 4:30, and you can go online to tickets.scbroncos.com. All right? World Under-17 Hockey Challenge coming to Swift Current and Medicine Hat this November. I know Swift Current Broncos legends have played in that tournament before. Glenn Godden played World Under-17, so did Stuart Skinner, Beck Mallenstein, and Josh Anderson. Lots of future NHLers partake in that. The hockey's going to be great. We hope that you can join us in Swift Current and Medicine Hat this November. Advance tickets, early bird prices in effect until the 28th. Aaron Pugh 1-1 the count here, working against Noah Barron, right fielder. Ground ball, diving stab, and Toby Allred ended up with that. That's going to be an infield single for Barron. Jason Wallace heads to the batter's box. Wallace 1 for 3 with a run batted in. Native of Fontana, California. .57's with 10 hits, 11 runs, and 6 Cardinal errors have helped out the 57's cause tonight as well, as Aaron Pugh deploys fastball just below the letters for ball 1. Runner on at first, nobody away here. Bottom of the 7th inning. 57's will bus back to Swift Current tonight, about a 4.5-hour bus ride, before hosting the Moose Jaw Miller Express tomorrow night at Mitchell Field. How's Moose Jaw doing tonight? Well, in the moment, they're in the top of the 9th and trailing the Melville Millionaires 4-0. Bottom of the 6th in Okotoks at Siemens Stadium, the Dogs leading the Brooks Bombers 18-6. And the Medicine Hat Mavericks with a 10-0 lead on the Edmonton Prospects. That's in the bottom of the 6th. 11-6 here, as that offering is sent into the backstop. Count 1-2 here to Wallace. Aaron Pugh, runner on at first, nobody away. Pitches up. 2-2 count. Jam shot. That's going to go oppo. Corralled by James Moses in right field. The lefty Moses throws that ball in. Couple on base now. And Phil Whalen. Whalen 2 for 3 with a run scored. He's also worked the last 4 innings of this one on the mound for Yorkton. He's allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned, striking out 2 along the way. So Whalen trying to help out his own cause on the mound here. As Pugh looks the runner at second base, focuses on Whalen. First pitch strike, 0-1. Bottom of the 7th, 11-6, the 57's lead it. On the strength of a 5-run second. Had some big punches in this tilt, though. Yorkton with a 4-run 5th. As Pugh ahead of Whalen, 0-2. Holen, the catcher, and Pugh. See what they do here with the count 0-2. Pitch heading low and away and fouled out by Whalen. .21 pitches by Aaron Pugh thus far. Pugh delivers, breaking ball, hit to Allred. Allred grabs that and tries to hike it to second base, Vinny Margiotta. And with the count 0-2, Whalen gets to first. A bit of a misadventure in the infield for the 57's there. And now Joe Carnahan is going to head out, and he's going to have a conference with his infield personnel and pitcher Aaron Pugh. '57's look to be warming up. I believe that's Graham Cherry in their bullpen. Oh, okay. Yep, Graham Cherry. So the base is loaded, nobody out. 57's with a 5-run lead here. Aaron Pugh and the visitors in green will try and Houdini themselves out of some trouble here. Ground ball just over Pugh. Toby Allred chases. Flips to second. They get the out at 2. A run comes in to score. Allred and Margiotta connecting for the 6-4, but it's a 4-run lead for the 57's. Hoyt was the batter there. He'll reach first on a fielder's choice and bring a run in. Empty bag at second. Men on the corners. Now Zach Taylor, who's 2 for 3 with a couple of RBI. Ground ball hit to Allred again. He flips to Margiotta, and this time they connect the dots on the 4-6-3. One left on for the Cardinals. 57's make an error, and one comes in to score for the home team. 7-11 after 7. Top of 8 straight ahead.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
Nick Hoyt coming in to pitch. Phil Whalen, 4 innings of work, allowing 4 hits, 2 runs, only one of them earned, striking out 2. He ate up some innings for the Cardinals. Whalen did, working 4 and facing 18 batters in the process. So in to pitch now is Hoyt. Hoyt, no innings of work as of yet this season. Jared Binsfield, 346 average. 0 for 4 with a run scored is Binsfield. Line on him. Top of the 8th. Ball 1 to Binsfield. Binsfield tops that one foul. New pitcher. Binsfield with a crack of the bat. Hammers that into the 5-6 gap. 1 on for the 57's. Toby's had himself a game at the plate. 3 for 4 with a run scored and a run batted in. Toby's average up to 409er. Jared Binsfield on at first. It's a 4-run lead for the 57's here in the top of the 8th. Runner checked at first. 57's coach Joe Carnahan, as Allred shows bunt. Did he go? No, he didn't. 57's coach Joe Carnahan, a teacher by trade at the Swift Current Comprehensive High School. So we'll probably get home between 2 and 3 in the morning tonight, and then he'll be ready to go for class at around 9 tomorrow. So quick turnaround. Allred gets that bunt down, and he will get thrown out at first. However, Binsfield advances to second base. Yep, there he is. Sack bunt by Toby doing the teammate thing, and now Torn Brozovic. Brozovic 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and a walk. So he's had himself a good night at the plate also. 11-7, 57's lead it. Brozovic fouls that back. Pitch in the dirt, Brozovic, 1-1. Vinny Margiotta on deck. Brozovic, 1-1 pitch, called strike. One just below the hands. See if the strike zone opens up a little bit in the twilight innings of this contest. Hoyt induces a foul ball by Brozovic. Count 1-2. Brozovic out of the quiet Nevada community of Las Vegas watches that one drop low. Vinny Margiotta on deck. Jared Binsfield at second base. Binsfield singled and was advanced to second via the bunt. Curveball inside and at the feet of Brozovic. It's 3-2 now. Pitch outside. Brozovic walks. Pastel colored sky as the sun sets in eastern Saskatchewan. Vinny Margiotta. Jared Binsfield at second base for him to work with. Torn Brozovic at first. Cardinals have options for outs as Margiotta digs in. Vinny 0 for 2 with a run scored, a walk, and an RBI. Hammers that ball into the backstop for strike 1 of this exchange. Okotoks Dogs, are they going to hit 20 tonight? They lead the Brooks Bombers 18-6 in the bottom of the 7th. As Margiotta ground ball hit to third, and ball is dropped. In E5, as the third baseman for the Cardinals tried to outrun Jared Binsfield. And Burnett, that ball got away from him. So bases loaded. One down. James Moses, solo homer, his last at plate endeavor. First pitch to Moses, ball one. Pitch in the dirt, hops away from the catcher. They're going to try and squeeze someone home here. Runner is safe at home. Binsfield comes in to score. And the 57's with a 12-7 lead now as they plate one. Robbie Dombrowski is going to have a conversation with Ron Shuchuk about that scenario, as it likely looked from his vantage point that the tag was made in time. Dombrowski animated in his appeal. Strike called. So runners advance, empty bag at first. Moses looking for something chubby across the plate here with the count 3-1. Curveball drops outside. Okay, now it must be 3-1. Hoyt, ball 4. Number 9 hitter is walked. Top of the order now, Colby Seltzer. 1 for 3 with 3 runs scored. RBI and a walk. Bases loaded and 1 down here in the 8th inning, top of. 57's have 1 on the board. It's 12-7. Strike thrown to Colby. Seltzer out of Fort Worth, Texas. One and one the count. Seltzer from that Tarleton State University program, a freshman there, just wrapped up his freshman year. It's been a good program for the 57's over the years. Blake Adams, assistant coach Ruben Rodriguez, and of course former assistant coach Eric Dorton coached there as well. One and one with 1 down, and the base is loaded. 2 and 1 just below the letters of Seltzer, Nick Hoyt. 22 pitches deployed thus far by Hoyt in a third of an inning of work. Curveball fouled out of here. That'll make things 2-2 with 1 down. Another offensive game. These teams have combined thus far for 25 hits. 57's with 11 of them. And as discussed earlier, 6 Yorkton Cardinal errors have helped contribute to this 5-run lead for the 57's. Towering fly ball. That could be trouble. That's hit above the lights here. Infield fly. Catch is made. McDougall makes the catch. Jack Large, who's got 3 RBI tonight, has the opportunity for more here. Jack Large and Tanner Holen each with 3 runs batted in on this June evening. 3 ducks on the pond for the native of Modesto, California. Curveball. Low. Two down. In the dirt. Nice job by Corman to get in front of that with 3 runners on. Torin Brozovic at third base, anxious to advance. 3-0 count to Large. Called strike just on the edge of the plate. 3-1 now to Large. Count 3-2. Righty on lefty pitch, just catching the outside part of the plate. Good pitch when facing a lefty for Hoyt. 3-2 pitch. Large, ground ball, up the middle, charged. McDougall on the run. Nice play to get Large. And the 57's leave 3 out there. They get 1 across the plate in their half of the 8th. Bottom of coming up. 12-7, 57's.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
And welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball here in Yorkton. Finnegan Duffield deployed by the 57's. Duffield pitching to Tanner Holen, Ryan Magdeach at first, Vinny Margiotta at second, Toby Allred at short, Colby Seltzer at third. Outfield, Binsfield, Brozovic, Moses. James Moses with a home run tonight. Finnegan Duffield, 2 appearances thus far, 2 2/3 innings of work. He's allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, striking out 5 and walking 4, 6.75 earned run average that he will look to lower at the expense of the Cardinals. Logan McDougall, 0 for 3 this game, striking out 3 times. Duffield, first pitch outside. Duffield. That one takes a funny hop on Toby Allred. He's got to hurry that to first, and he is in time. 6-3. Oh. The coach. The coach, Ethan, over there. That one, the one yelling at the umpire. Yep, that's the one. Coach Dombrowski not happy with that assessment. We'll see if Dombrowski survives this encounter. He is passionately debating, as he felt his runner was there. You could hear him yelling as he ran out of the dugout, said that he was there by 2 steps.
Now back to the Yorkton Cardinals, the catcher number 30, Matt Corbin.
In any event, one down, and Corbin to the plate, number 9 hitter, and Yorkton's batting order. Rob Dombrowski back to the dugout. Swinging strike induced by Duffield. Fitting in Duffield, former member of the Edmonton Prospects. Another swinging strike. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 down for the 57's. Top of the order for Yorkton. Trenton Lee, 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Striking out twice. Starting pitcher in this one was Lee. 57's with a 12-7 lead. Bottom of the 8th. First pitch from Duffield to Lee. Up and out. Another swinging strike induced by Duffield. Duffield steps off. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Finnegan. Duffield coming in. And dicing up the Cardinals a little bit. Top of 9 coming up. 57's with a 5-run lead. We'll be back with more of this webcast brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions and Living Sky Casino shortly.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball, top of the ninth. A 12-7 lead for the visitors. Tanner Holen due up here. Holen, Megdeach, Binsfield. Due up. First pitch to Holen, called strike. Holen, 1-1. Breaking ball and a called strike. Ryan Megdeach on deck. 2-2 the count right now to Tanner Holen. He's had a game. 3 runs batted in 4 previous at-plate endeavors. Top of the ninth, breaking ball. Holen puts a charge into that and hits it to left field. And that's going to land fair. Extra bases for Holen as he gallops to second base. Ruled a foul ball. Oh. Look good from here, but third base umpire had a better look at it than I did up here, and Ruben Rodriguez, third base coach for the 57's, not vehemently protesting. So 2-2 count remains. Holen back in the batter's box. That'll be a single, no doubt about that one. Ryan Megdeach. Ryan Megdeach swinging and missing at that first offering. Moose Jaw Miller Express, the opposition tomorrow night for the 57's at home. They dropped a decision to the Melville Millionaires tonight, 7-2 at Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw. 57's en route to Yorkton today, past Melville's bus going westbound to Moose Jaw. They will likely pass them again tonight on the way home as Megdeach strike 2, 1-2. Okotoks Dogs up on Brooks 18-7 in the bottom of the 8th, and the Medicine Hat Mavericks leading the Edmonton Prospects 12-1 in the top of the 8th. 12-7 here, called strike 3. Megdeach caught looking. So now Jared Binsfield to take a turn. Binsfield 1 for 5 with 2 runs scored, .370 average on the year. Toby Allred warms up on deck. Tanner Holen at first. Called strike to Binsfield. Tanner Huber into pitch, by the way, for the Cardinals. Native of Unity, Saskatchewan. Huber, 1 appearance this season, 1 inning of work. No runs, hits, or any sort of stats from that 1 inning of work. So spotless ERA thus far as Binsfield. Towering fly ball hit to third base in foul territory. Catch made, 2 down. Lawson Burnett with the catch. Toby Allred, 3 for 4 with a run scored and a run batted in. Jack Large and Tanner Holen each with 3 RBI in this contest. Allred, fly ball, left field. Wallace makes the catch. And that'll do it for the 57's. Holen is left stranded out there. 5 will have to do for Swift Current. Bottom of the 9th coming up. 12-7 lead for the 57's. We'll be back with that bottom of the 9th right after this. Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. Finnegan Duffield handed the mop. 5-run lead for Swift going into the bottom of the 9th here. Duffield, an inning of work thus far, facing 3 and striking out 2. He's pitching to Tanner Holen. Ryan Megdeach at first base. Vinny Margiotta at second. Toby Allred at short. Colby Seltzer at third. Binsfield, Brozovic, Moses, the outfield. Designated hitter Jack Large. Finnegan Duffield, the third pitcher utilized by the 57's. 2-3-4 due up for Yorkton. Yorkton had a 4-run 5th in this 12-7 contest, so the big inning is doable by the Cardinals. There's offense on this Yorkton squad. They put up 8 runs in their last game in a 16-8 loss to the Moose Jaw Miller Express. 7 here tonight. 57's feasted on 7 Cardinal errors this game. Two balls thus far in the count. 2-0 count. Swinging strike on the 2-0. Fouled out of here, evening things out at 2-2. Duffield just misses that corner in the righty, or on the lefty on righty exchange here. 12-7, 57's lead it. Duffield a pair of strikeouts already. High heat. Ball 4. 1 on for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the 9th. Finnegan Duffield facing Noah Barron now. Barron, right fielder, 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Swinging strike. Finnegan Duffield throwing hard here against the Cardinals.
Crowd doesn't want to have it. There you go. There you go.
57's, if they're successful tonight, will move to 3-3 on the year. If they can get through this bottom of the ninth. Fouled out of here. Melville Millionaires moving to 3-3 after their win over the Moose Jaw Miller Express, who dropped to 4-2. So the 57's hoping to go 3-3. Jam shot into foul territory. No one will be able to lasso that ball in time. Cardinals, a drop to 0-6 is looming to start the year. Nobody out, runner on at first. Swift Current hosting Moose Jaw tomorrow night, a Moose Jaw Miller Express squad that just wasn't able to get things going against the Melville Millionaires tonight. Jam shot, ground ball, 4-6, and not quite able to turn 2. They get the force at second, 1 down. Fielder's choice. And safe at first is Barron. Jason Wallace, who's 2 for 4 with a run batted in. Strike called. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Duffield dealing the heat. Two down. Duffield takes care of Wallace in 3 pitches. Phil Whalen. Busy night for him. He was one of 6 pitchers utilized by Yorkton. 4 innings on the mound as well. So Whalen with 2 down and a runner on at first will try and keep the bottom of the ninth going here. Next action for the 57's tomorrow night in Moose Jaw. Next road game that we'll do the webcast for will be Monday the 10th in Weyburn. Whalen gets a small piece of that baseball and fouls it towards the backstop. Tanner Holen shaken up a little bit after that was redirected off of him. Breaking ball stays up, 1-1. Duffield. Fastball in, 2-1. 57's now one strike away from getting the W in this one. Player of the game. Got a few that we could choose from here. Toby Allred with 3 hits. Going to go with catcher Tanner Holen, as he had 3 RBI and a couple hits and caught a good game behind the plate as well. Tanner Holen, our player of the game. We got a bus to catch, so no elaborate post-game show for this one. We'll see you tomorrow night at home when the 57's host the Moose Jaw Miller Express, and our next webcast will come this Monday night in Weyburn. On behalf of Ethan Schweitzer on Camera 1 tonight, Ryan Schweitzer saying good night from Jubilee Park in Yorkton. Shut her down. Shut it all down.